working on this particular third constructor is easy because there are two parameters in it, radius and height. And height is something that has to be initialized inside the cylinder class itself, which is a straight assignment statement, which is easy. Radius, we already know that we can initialize by calling superconstructor call, and we have already provided circle with radius as a parameter constructor, which we can call here. So this one is your homework, you have to try to do on your own. Okay, the fourth constructor of cylinder. Okay, this constructor is having three parameters: radius, height, and color. Okay, now try to observe. Radius is superclass field, height is subclass field, color is also superclass field, right? Radius and color both are superclass fields. Height is cylinder, which is subclass field. So height can be initialized inside the constructor just by writing an assignment statement, straightforward. But radius and color both has to be initialized in superclass only. Okay, and if we observe the circle diagram here, we can see that circle needs one constructor which takes radius and color as parameters, right? Okay, so let us go to our code and check whether we have such a constructor. Okay, in circle class, you see, when we have hidden previous constructors, this constructor is currently hidden. Okay, this constructor which is taking radius and color as parameters, that constructor is hidden. Okay, because this constructor is hidden, we cannot supply radius and color both as parameters in the super constructor call. Why? Because in superclass there are only two constructors available, one which is not taking any parameters, another which is taking only one parameter, that is double type radius, right? Only one parameter. And here in cylinder, if we are providing that fourth constructor which has to initialize radius and height, radius and color both, then we cannot supply that color there, right? Now, yes. So what can we do? Easy solution is we can just enable this part and then provide, save it, then go to provide our cylinder constructor in cylinder class. So I am writing radius and color as parameters, this constructor. So public cylinder double radius double height string color. Okay, now try to observe how I am writing. The order is important as it is given in the class diagram. Okay, so let me show you class diagram once again. In class diagram, it is showing cylinder with radius as first parameter, height as second parameter, and color as third parameter. Okay, so in my code also I am trying to do the same thing. I'm having double radius, double height, then string color. That is the order. Okay, but as we already have learned, super constructor call should always be the first statement of the constructor. Okay, so I am writing here super constructor call. If I'm directly writing super constructor call with no arguments, no values, okay, if I don't provide any values, this constructor will be executed. Then the values received for radius and color will be lost. So writing like this is not meaningful. Okay, suppose that here I am writing 20 directly. Suppose that here I am writing 20 directly, then also what will happen? This constructor will not be executed, this constructor will be executed. Okay, radius parameter will receive 20, radius of circle will be assigned with 20, but suppose that in the place of radius for cylinder constructor, supplied value is 50, then that 50 will be lost. Again, assigning value directly is not a good choice. Okay, so what is better way of writing? We have to supply parameter variable radius as parameter. Okay, then what will happen? If radius received is 50, that 50 will be assigned. If it is 100, 100 will be assigned. If it is 1, 1 will be assigned, so on. That we anyway already know. But again, the problem is here I am supplying radius only, I am not supplying color. So this constructor will be executed, which is taking one parameter, double type. Okay, and here only radius is initialized, color will be initialized to null. We don't want that happen. Why? Because color is received as a value. There is a color parameter available. For that parameter, color will be received, and that color will be again lost if we are not using it. Okay, so the best solution here is after radius we are going to write comma color. Okay, by writing it like this, what we are doing, we are supplying radius and color as parameter values to super constructor call, and there is one constructor available in circle which is taking double as a first parameter and string as the second parameter. The values supplied radius and color are also in the same order. First is radius, which is a double type, color is the second one, which is a string type. Data types are matching, and so those values will be supplied, and they will internally assign field values with those respective values, right? Okay, and then finally we are left with another parameter, height. We have to initialize height also. So here we will write this dot height is equal to height. Okay, clear? Now once again let us test it. I'm going to first of all let us save cylinder class, and then I'm going to circle tester, and now here I'm going to create one more cylinder object. This time cylinder object I'm going to supply three values. Okay, the first one should be what data type? Double. Second should be double again. Third should be string, right now. So I'm giving 10 as the radius value, then height I'm giving 5, let us say, and then string value I am giving, let us say, blue. Clear? So first parameter is radius 10, height will be 5, string color will be blue. Okay, so let us print all the values. I'm just copying all of this and going to change the reference variable names. So here I'm writing cylinder 3, cylinder 3, cylinder 3. Expected values also we have to change. So here it should be 10, here blue, and here 5.0. Clear? These are the expected results. Save, execute, circle tester. Okay, we got 10.0, 10.0, blue, blue, 5.0, 5.0. Clear? So this is how constructors work in inheritance. Okay, I asked you one question about what is the order of constructors, or how order of different combinations of parameters you can write in constructors. Do you remember? Did you come up with an answer for that? How many different combinations we can write? No parameter is one constructor combination, yes. One parameter constructor is one combination, yes. Two parameter constructor, then multiple. What do you mean by multiple? That is why I'm asking all combinations. See, what these combinations are depending on is very important. I told you three things it depends on. What are the three things it depends on? Constructor overloading means what? Constructors with different parameters. Constructors with different parameters is called constructor overloading, right? Now, in constructor overloading, to choose how many different constructors are possible, what is the minimum thing you have to keep in mind to decide that? Parameters. So when you're writing parameters, how many different combinations of fields as parameters can you choose to create your overloaded constructors? How many overloaded constructors you can have? Take this example only. Cylinder class is having height, and superclass, from superclass it is inheriting radius and color. So total three fields. Three fields have to be initialized. How many combinations are possible? We are already having four constructors, right? Is this it? Any other combination not possible? Nine combinations. Okay, that's a good guess based on the concept of combinations. Okay, in the next session we will discuss, we will actually observe, is this possible? Nine combinations possible, or lesser, or more? Okay, that's it for now.